Today's video, I am putting JaVale McGee in the Jordan era. So JaVale McGee responded to me on Twitter. If you haven't seen, the other day I put out a tweet and I said that this man right here, Willie Cauley-Stein, he reminds me a little bit of JaVale McGee. I'm gonna be honest, there was no reasoning for it. I saw that he's playing in the G League now and I was like, you know what? I hope Willie Cauley-Stein finds his way back in the league and is a really good player. JaVale McGee did the same thing. He responded, and the exact tweet, I'll put it up on the screen. I was like, hey, Willie Cauley-Stein gives me JaVale McGee vibes. And then JaVale McGee himself commented 3-time champion vibes. And I was like sitting in the car on the way back from getting some crumble cookies for the very first time. Never had those before. Absolutely started losing my mind that JaVale McGee of all people responded to me on Twitter. I also felt like I had to put Willie Cauley-Stein in this video because he's the main reason JaVale McGee probably commented. I'm gonna go simulate this entire season. Now, this roster does have players like Charles Barkley, Sam Bowie, all the guys who aren't actually in the game. It's gonna be cool to see if JaVale McGee or Willie Cauley-Stein become one of the next great centers. If you're excited for this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm doing MyNBA content all throughout the year, doing all kinds of great videos, interesting videos, creative videos. We are on the road to 4K. I want to try to hit that by the end of this year, so if you are seeing this and you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys when we find out the MVP and the champions of the season before JaVale McGee comes to destroy the league and become the greatest player of all time. Listen, we have no connection to any team right now, so I'm just going to simulate playoffs. We'll find out who wins the championship, and unfortunately, the Utah Jazz. I don't know what it is, man, but the Jazz keep popping up in these videos. They're always really good, and I always have to mention, boo, Utah Jazz. No one likes the Jazz. I think in future videos, just for the fun of it, I'm going to relocate. You know what? No, not even future videos. Today's video, I'm replacing the Utah Jazz with San Diego Surf. This is a custom San Diego Surf. It looks better than the auto-generated one that 2K gives every year. Also, it's way before its time because there's a Rocket League advertisement on the court, and we're in the 80s or 90s, and Rocket League doesn't exist yet. It is time for the draft. David Stern, what do you have for us? Who's going number 1? Alonzo Mourning. Don't tell me it's another Bullets simulation. I'm so sick of spectating the Bullets. Please. Okay. Whew, I kind of, oh, JaVale McGee going to the Mavericks. Okay, we're still following the Mavericks. If you watched my most recent video, the 4 teams that we watched for the majority of it were the Mavericks and the Bullets. I'm not gonna lie, when the players go to the same teams every time, it does get a little stale, but it's fine. JaVale, go to the Mavericks, and Willie Cauley-Stein, he is the brand new Shaq as they pick him up over in Orlando. The Orlando Magic not only drafted Willie Cauley-Stein, but they signed Charles Barkley in free agency. Unfortunately for JaVale McGee, his team is not as good as Willie's because he has Rolando Blackman and Derek Harper, who are both over the age of 30. Actually, I want to see how their first matchup goes. So here we go. Magic versus Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein versus JaVale McGee. Shaq didn't a fool MVP. That is the main reason he was replaced by Shaq, or Shaq was replaced by JaVale McGee. 94-92, a minute and a half to go. We are jumping into this game. I know it's regular season, but I want to see JaVale McGee versus Willie Cauley-Stein. What are they doing? Give it to JaVale. I want to see JaVale go crazy. He can shoot the 3. Look at him cut down low. Look at him cut down low. Give the man the ball down low. It's Charles Barkley. Let him, yeah, work JaVale. Work JaVale. Okay, drop step. Nice little lay. He makes it tied game. Look how happy JaVale McGee was about this layup. He just got hyped. Yeah, bring it down, big man. Look at him screaming, letting it out, shouting it out. He's pumped. The Orlando Magic, they still have a chance here. There's 40 seconds. Willie Cauley-Stein catches the ball down low and dunks it all over JaVale McGee. Well, the Dallas Mavericks are kind of stupid. They just randomly fouled Scott Skiles. Although Scott Skiles isn't an MVP, he's definitely a dude who can make free throws. As he nails both of them, the game's over. JaVale McGee loses in his first matchup with Willie Cauley-Stein. To be fair, his team is much worse. JaVale McGee also had the better game as he had 31 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 blocks. And you look over at Willie Cauley-Stein, he only had 15 points, 10 rebounds. Not the greatest game, but he doesn't have to score a lot. He has Charles Barkley, he has Nick Anderson, and Willie Cauley-Stein wins the first matchup of these two goated centers. MJ is your MVP. JaVale McGee, Rookie of the Year, deservedly so. He is the GOAT, the greatest center of all time. 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 blocks in his rookie year. Willie Cauley-Stein did make the playoffs. He's here in the first round, taking on the Washington Bullets, and he sweeps them. Up next, Willie Cauley-Stein and Charles Barkley are taking on Larry Johnson and Kendall Gill. I feel like this series is another easy one. Imagine Willie wins a title in his first season. I mean, to be fair, I feel like he's getting carried, but if he wins a title in his first season, that's impressive. But as usual on the Little Codeine channel, I jinxed it, and they got bounced in the second round. The Los Angeles Lakers are your NBA champions, and Mookie Blaylock, of all people, is Finals MVP. You know what? Shout out to Mookie Blaylock. Blaylock? Wait, is there supposed to be an L in his name? I thought it was Baylock, not Blaylock. You know what? I guess I know nothing nothing about basketball. I'm a super casual. Enjoy your finals MVP, Mookie. Now, I shot JaVale McGee a DM, and I don't know if there's any chance that he ever sees this video, but JaVale, check your DMs. Let's make an actual video together, not just a career sim where it's just me making you the GOAT, making you Shaq 2.0. Larry Johnson is your MVP. That's a little strange, but as I was saying, JaVale McGee, I know you play Warzone. Hit me up. Let's play Warzone 2 for a video. I got ideas. There is no Shaq, but there's still a penny, and he is Rookie of the Year, 19 points and 7 assists. And in only his second season, JaVale McGee is Defensive Player of the Year. He averaged 22 points, 12 rebounds, 1 steal, and 3 blocks in his second season, and with that Defensive Player of the Year award, he's already on his way to being one of the greatest centers of all time. JaVale McGee also made the All-NBA second team, and I'm just now realizing that he got drafted to the Mavs, which is where he plays in real life right now. We're probably like 5 minutes into the video, and I'm just now noticing that. Apparently, I'm an idiot. Although he had a good regular season, he's once again not in playoffs, but we have Orlando. We got Willie Cauley-Stein here. That's what he's for. He might not be as good as JaVale in simulation, but at least he's winning games. The Magic are taking on the Bulls in the second round, so it might be a tough matchup. I believe in real life, Shaq took on the Bulls in like his second or third year in the league. They ended up losing to the Bulls, which happens here. Chicago versus Charlotte, MVP versus Michael Jordan. I'm gonna just simulate the entire round, see what happens. Jordan, he's in the finals. Is he gonna win a championship? No. The Trailblazers win a title in 5. Jordan, no ring for you. Clyde Drexler, finals MVP, 26 and 10. I'm just glad that the Trailblazers won a championship and their MVP wasn't someone like Kevin Duckworth. In that Lonzo Ball video, the Trailblazers won like 4 titles, and every single time the finals MVP was some random center who was never an all-star in real life. Michael Jordan wins MVP, which is really funny because I was looking at Twitter as the season was simulating, and they just announced a brand new movie talking about the 48-hour trip to Las Vegas that Dennis Rodman had in the middle of an NBA Finals. They're making a full-length movie about Dennis Rodman going to Las Vegas. The guy who's playing him also plays Kang in the Marvel Universe if you watch those movies. Grant Hill, he's your Rookie of the Year. David Wesley, you could never check me, 6th Man of the Year. And Defensive Player of the Year goes to Hakeem. You are 32 years old, Hakeem. I would rather you not win Defensive Player of the Year. Give it to JaVale McGee. LaFonso Ellis, Most Improved Player. This year, JaVale McGee was on the All-NBA third team. He averaged 23 points, 10 rebounds, 2.2 blocks. JaVale McGee still isn't in playoffs, so we just have to hope that the Orlando Magic and Willie Cauley-Stein can do something impressive. They are currently up 2-1 against the Boston Celtics. I don't know. Larry Bird is still here. He's just 38 years old. He's pretty garbage. He's an old man. The Magic are now facing the Hawks here in the second round. They don't have Dominique Wilkins anymore, so I don't actually know who they have. Oh, they drafted Alonzo Mourning, so it's a battle of the 2 guys who got drafted. Game 5, Hawks versus Magic, the equivalent of a Game 7 back in the 90s. Orlando, are you going to move on to the conference finals, get past the Hawks, beat Alonzo Mourning, show that Willie Cauley-Stein was a better pick than Alonzo? Yes, you are. By the way, here are Willie Cauley-Stein's stats for the end of the third season. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. He's playing really well, and his team... Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. Game 7s do exist in this era. Oh, God. Okay, wait. I'm really stupid. Here's the real Game 7 of the Orlando Magic and Atlanta Hawks series. If they win this, I think I just saw that New Jersey, the 8th seed, is in the conference finals. So if Orlando wins, they're most likely going to the finals. I was correct. The New Jersey Nets, the weird popsicle Pepsi logo looking Nets. Their best 2 players are Kenny Anderson and Derek Coleman. Game 1 goes to the Orlando Magic. Game 2 goes to the Nets. Game 3 goes to the Magic. Game 4 also goes to the Magic. And Game 5 is going to go to Orlando. Just like that, the Orlando Magic are in the NBA Finals, their 3rd season. Willie Cauley-Stein leading the charge. But they are also tasked with taking on Shawn Kemp, who's really good in simulations. So the Seattle Supersonics will either win a title or it's going to be Orlando's. They're up 3-0. Make it a sweep. It's never a sweep when I say make it a sweep. It's fine. They still win a title in 5. Okay, 2K's just giving out Finals MVP to the most random people. Scott Skiles is your Finals MVP, averaging 13 points and 12 assists. This video went off the rails extremely quick because Kevin Garnett just won MVP, averaging 19 points and 10 rebounds as a rookie. I believe Magic Johnson's the only other player to win MVP as a rookie, and I might be a little bit biased, but I think JaVale McGee played much better. 24 points, 11 rebounds, 1 steal, and 3 blocks. Now, to be fair, the Dallas Mavericks probably didn't make playoffs, but Kevin Garnett being your MVP is a little crazy. He also wins Rookie of the Year. Of course he does. David Wesley, 6th Man of the Year. Scottie Pippen is a Defensive Player of the Year on the Lakers. That's disgusting. Nick Van Exel, Most Improved Player. He was actually drafted to Dallas, and they let him go. JaVale McGee makes the All-NBA first team for the first time in his life. That's awesome. Willie Cauley-Stein has yet to make any of those All-NBA teams, but he did make it to the 1st seed, and Dallas is the 8th seed, so both teams are in playoffs this year. JaVale is going up against Hakeem, 2 former defensive players of the year, and then I think we all know who Orlando's playing. So we're just gonna simulate, see what happens, simulate round. Oh my god, they moved on. The Dallas Mavericks swept the Rockets as an 8th seed. That's crazy. We're simulating round again. It's a good luck charm. Never mind, I know nothing about luck because the Mavericks got eliminated as soon as I said that, and both teams went to a 7-game series. Now it is time for a battle of Florida, who's currently getting, what, is it a hurricane right now? I've been seeing stuff all over Twitter, man. That's crazy. I'm so glad I live where I live because we do not get tornadoes. We do not get hurricanes. The most we get is when Canada has stuff like that. We get a little bit of rain from them. We get a little bit of extra wind, but we do not get tornadoes or hurricanes around here. I've never experienced an earthquake in my life. Obviously, there's no volcanoes in New England, so listen, I don't have any natural disasters to deal with. The only natural disasters I have to worry about is the crackheads who get mad when someone doesn't get their order right at Dunkin' Donuts. Anyways, 140 left in the game, 111, 112. We are jumping in. The error filter is still on because I'm a bad YouTuber and I forgot to change it. Scott Skiles, Mr. White Boy with assists. What you doing? Anderson down low, pump faking all around. Mitchell out to Willie Cauley-Stein, back out to Anderson. Big mid-range, and he nails it. What a shot! Oh my god, Isaiah Thomas is on this Miami Heat team. They just show that he has 17 points and 16 assists. Either way, Glenn Rice, nice little mid-range pull-up, misses, and they get the rebound. Olden Polonice misses again. Barkley with the rebound. Back out to Scott, screened by Willie, down to Willie. Willie floater, Willie bang! Isaiah Thomas hucked up an awful jumper, and they fouled instantly as soon as they got the rebound. But I do want to point out that this happened. Like, whatever, it's an awful shot, but, you know, Charles Barkley gets the rebound and goes, whoop, behind the back fancy pass for what? Willie Cauley-Stein only had 18 points and 11 rebounds in the game, but still a really good game as Del Curry turned into his son way before his son was actually born, so technically he's turning into himself and went crazy. But then again, he is a sharpshooter and only took 2 3-point attempts, so maybe he's not turning into Curry. Maybe he just had a good scoring game. Anyways, the Orlando Magic, they are in the NBA Finals. They are going up against Penny Hardaway and Chuck Person. I think D-Rob is still here, but he must be injured right now. Magic take game 1 and 2. They lose game 3, but they're going to go ahead and lose game 4 as well. Game 5 goes to the Magic, and game 6 also goes to the Magic as Willie Cauley-Stein wins his 2nd championship, and Charles Barkley is your finals MVP. Look at you, Willie. Man, everyone hating on you, and now you are a 2-time NBA champion in only 4 years. Listen, JaVale, I know you upset the 1st seed, but we got to see more out of you, all right? I want to see you in the Why is Larry Bird a Cavalier? We're skipping right past it. I was going to look at all the player retirements. I don't care anymore because they let Larry Bird go to Cleveland. Kevin Garnett wins MVP once again. This time the numbers are actually good. Steve Nash is your Rookie of the Year. David Wesley is your 6th Man of the Year. And Michael Jordan is Defensive Player of the Year. JaVale McGee made the All-NBA first team, but he did sprain his left foot. Is that the right way to say it? He sprung. Is it sprung his left? I don't know. It doesn't matter. 24 points, 9 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and 3 blocks, shooting 58 from the field. Pretty solid season for him. Willie Cauley-Stein has won 2 titles, but he's also not really doing anything other than that. He's putting up really good numbers, but right now, for some reason, this just looks like Clint Capella to me. That probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but he's not a superstar yet. He's not an all-star. He's not an MVP or a Defensive Player of the Year. You know, over here, JaVale, he may be getting bounced in the 2nd round back-to-back years, but at least he's winning Defensive Player of the Year and All-NBA first-team selections. Orlando is facing the Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals. Honestly, just please beat them because they signed Larry Bird, and that's just cursed. That's evil. It's not allowed. Orlando, you are down 2-3. Do not lose. Okay, we got a Game 7 here. Game 7 Eastern Conference Finals. Are the Orlando Magic going to go back to the finals, or are we going to see the Cleveland Cavaliers upset them? I hope not. Magic, you're like the 1st seed. The game's kind of close. It's not anymore. It's a 10-point game, and the Orlando Magic are back in the NBA Finals. Who other than Willie Cauley-Stein to come up huge in a Game 7? 30 points, 5 rebounds, shooting 15 for 18. Yeah, Willie, you're him. You are him. All right, Willie may not be him. We're about to find out, though, because now he has to play against Hakeem Olajuwon, which is the greatest center of this era. You could say Shaq, but they didn't play in the same era for the very long. Either way, Magic win Game 1. Game 2 goes to the Rockets. Game 3 goes to Magic. Game 4 goes to Magic. And Game 5 also go to the Orlando Magic. Charles Barkley is your finals MVP, averaging 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. In the elimination game, Willie Cauley-Stein had 34 points and 8 rebounds. David Wesley, once again, 6th Man of the Year. He might be the greatest one. This man has won 4 straight 6th Mans of the Year. Either nobody else has any good bench players, or David Wesley is just simply him. Scottie Pippen on the Lakers is just an awful sight, so I'm going to pretend that I didn't see that. And Kurt Thomas is your most improved player. This year, JaVale McGee is nowhere to be found on the 1st team or the 2nd team, and Willie Cauley-Stein stole his spot for the 3rd team. 19 points points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks on the season. Willie Cauley-Stein once again proving why he's a 3-time champion. Orlando, first round, Charlotte. You know who they're going to beat? Charlotte. Second round, Cleveland. You know who they're going to beat? Cleveland. Never mind, they got swept. I'm a liar. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are your NBA champions with John Stockton. First, you guys signed Larry Bird. Now, no. All right, Cleveland, you guys got to go. Isaiah Thomas retires. Man, someone just like erase Cleveland from off the map. I don't know. It's 1998. We got president. I don't know who the president in 1998 is. I need him to take the map, take a pen and pencil, and just scribble out Cleveland. The entire state of Ohio needs to go. Get rid of Ohio. No one cares about Ohio. Then LeBron wouldn't be. Oh man, maybe I don't want the president to get rid of Ohio, because if he gets rid of Ohio, then LeBron never happens, and then, okay, Ohio, I guess you can stay for a little bit longer. I'm sorry for being rude to your gorgeous state. JaVale McGee, welcome back to the All-NBA First Team. 24 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 2.3 blocks. And Willie Cauley-Stein is on your All-NBA Third Team, averaging 20 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2.4 blocks. The Mavericks are the 4th seed. They're taking on Phoenix. Orlando, they're the 2nd seed, taking on the Wizards. I'm just going to simulate a round. Why not? They got to prove themselves at this point. Okay, they proved themselves that they were bad basketball players. On to the next season. Hello, Jason Kidd. Congratulations on Finals MVP, but I don't care. He has done it. JaVale McGee is your MVP. I don't know why I said it like that. I think I already made the JaVale McGee joke. Either way, he lives up to his potential of a Shaq replacement, averaging 29 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 2.3 blocks, earning himself MVP. Baron Davis is your Rookie of the Year. Melvin Nash is your 6th Man of the Year, and JaVale McGee also won Defensive Player of the Year because he put up some crazy numbers. JaVale McGee is the 1st seed, and Orlando is the 2nd seed, so this might be the year that we see both of them in the finals at the same time. I'm kind of hoping for it. I'm waiting for a Willie versus JaVale matchup, and so far, it's looking extremely likely both of them are in the conference finals. Dallas taking on Phoenix, Philly taking on Orlando. Both series are a 3-1 series, so it's safe to say we are getting JaVale McGee. Okay, well, at least JaVale McGee's in the finals, but are we going to get Willie Cauley-Stein as well? They are up 3-2. They only need to win one more game, and of course, they make it a Game 7. Allen Iverson, why you got to do this to me? Actually, he's not even on the Sixers at this point. It's just that Sixers logo. I believe the 76ers team has Jason Kidd and Vin Baker, so we are about to lose to 2 scrubs. Oh my god, Orlando. Willie Cauley-Stein, you're not going to live that down. JaVale McGee finally in the finals, taking on Vin Baker and Purvis Ellison. I think he's okay. Jason Kidd, he's on that team as well, but we only care about JaVale McGee and his matchups, and JaVale McGee is going to eat down low. Will the MVP at a finals MVP? JaVale McGee, he's no longer a Shaq and a Fool MVP. He's a finals MVP. 25 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks in the finals, and JaVale McGee gets his first title at the age of 27. Kevin Garnett wins MVP for the 4th time in this video. He's going absolutely ham. 34 points, 12 rebounds. Kenyon Martin is your Rookie of the Year for the Seattle Supersonics. Kurt Macy, I don't think you're real. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Willie Cauley-Stein, though. 22 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks for Willie. Somehow, he just keeps getting better and better as time goes on, and 3 blocks a game is nuts. Shout out to Willie Cauley-Stein. JaVale McGee made the All-NBA First Team, averaging 25, 11, and 2 blocks a game. So hey, both of our guys are doing really good. Both of them almost were in the finals last year. Unfortunately, Willie Cauley-Stein, he missed out. But maybe that will change this year. Simulate round, because I don't care. I believe in them. They're too good. Simulate round again. Let's get to the conference. Okay, I should probably stop believing in them, because I feel like at least one of them loses every time. I'm like, okay, let's just randomly simulate. JaVale McGee is going up against the Suns. He beat them last year. I assume he can beat them this year and move on to the finals for the 2nd straight year in a row, which he does, and this year he is playing once again the 76ers. I believe they played him last year. He beat them last year. Maybe he doesn't beat them this year. Okay, I don't think he's beating. Okay, yep, JaVale McGee, I'm sorry that you had to do that. Homie just got swept by Jason Kidd. Really embarrassing, but it's fine. You've already won 1 finals. I can't say you didn't try. You averaged 33 and 14 in the playoffs. Yeah, no, JaVale, I'm sorry. It's just your team, bro. Okay, Kevin Garnett, you're just too damn good at basketball. 36, 15, 6, 2, and 3. All right, MVP, go ahead. Gilbert Arenas is here. Oh, God. This year, Willie Cauley-Stein is on the All-NBA First Team instead of JaVale McGee. 22 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 2.4 blocks. But don't worry, JaVale McGee is here. He's on the All-NBA Second Team with 24 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. But I don't think it matters how good they are. I'm terrified of this Wizards team. You're telling me you have Tracy McGrady, Steve Nash, and Paul Pierce as a big 3, and they all played well enough to make the same All-NBA team? 27 points, 24 and 10, 28, nah. Wizards take the championship. I don't even, you know what? No. I'm so confident that the Wizards are they're gonna win a title. Look at that. I knew it. I didn't even have to do anything. It was against Dallas. It was against JaVale, but it's the truth. Paul Pierce didn't have to take a shit during this finals, so he won the championship. I didn't even realize the Magic did not make playoffs at all, so the Eastern Conference didn't even matter. And Dallas is a 6th seed. They got all the way to the finals, and then they met that big 3 and got swept. Tyronn Lue is hooping for them for some reason. 23 points and 14 assists. Tyronn Lue averaged 17 and 7 this season. I don't know what got into Tyronn Lue. I don't know if he got into Mike's special stuff, but he's balling. Kevin Garnett is your MVP and the UPS driver that just dropped off something to my house. Scared the living crap out of me. So, yeah, Kevin Garnett, 34, 13, 7. Dennis Rodman Jr.? This man just... Okay, Dennis Rodman, you gotta chill. I know you have probably 8,000 kids, but one of them making the NBA, that's just too much Dennis Rodman for me. Dude was the 2nd overall pick in 2002. Dennis Rodman's really trash in simulation, so I guess his kid is good. Oh, and Kurt Paul is here. This is if Chris Paul worked with Geico instead of State Farm. His name would be Kurt. Anyways, JaVale McGee has a very, very good season. That probably would have been an MVP season if Kevin Garnett didn't exist. 27 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 2.2 blocks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's here on the All-NBA second team, 26-13 with 3 blocks a game. Both of them are playing amazing. Only one of them made the playoffs this year, though, unfortunately. In the first round, the Dallas Mavericks, they're taking on Reggie Miller and Sean Marion and Rashard Lewis and Big Z. I believe that the Mavericks are going to lose this series. Never mind. Oh, no, I was right. They blew a 3-1 lead once again. Yeah, no, they definitely blew a 3-1 lead. I think that's the 2nd or 3rd time that's happened in this video. The Wizards, once again, a dynasty. Tracy McGrady this year wins Finals MVP, averaging 37 a game. Yeah, the Wizards are unfair. T-Mac, Nash, Paul Pierce, they still have Christian Laettner, who's an 88, Bob Sura. They even got Corliss Williamson, who's an 82, but sucks. Nah, that team is a dynasty. What's funny about the Wizards being a dynasty, though, is a lot of the times after I'm done recording videos, I still play on the save files and I just simulate because I get bored. And if you watch the Lonzo Ball video, you'll remember that Lonzo went to the Wizards. He was there his whole career, so I kept simulating watching the Wizard. Well, they ended up getting LeBron James, who stayed there for his entire career. He won an MVP at 40. He had a big 3 with John Wall and Chris Paul. And since Lonzo Ball was in the league in 84, his draft class still happens in 2015, and the Wizards managed to draft Lonzo Ball for a 2nd time in the same save file, the same universe. I think I'm going to make a short little video on it, maybe like an 8 to 10 minute video detailing and talking about a Wizards dynasty that never happened in real life but happened in 2K, aka the LeBron James dynasty. If you want to see that, let me know. I have a really cool idea for it. It'd make it a lot different than my other career sims. It'd be like a 10 to 15 minute video, and it'd just be a lot of fun. Hello, Kevin. Honestly, like, I'm done showing MVP because Kevin's always there. LeBron James, Rookie of the Year. Awesome, Timmy. Yep, don't care. JaVale McGee makes the All-NBA 3rd team, averaging 25, 10, and 3 with 2 blocks a game. So, hey, he had a pretty good season. This year, both Orlando and Dallas makes the playoffs, though, so that's much better than last year. Orlando is the 8th seed, taking on that Washington super team, and Dallas over here on the left, they're taking on the Jazz. I'm just going to assume that the Magic are going to lose, so I'm just simulating through. But, hey, at least Dallas moves on. 2nd round, JaVale McGee's taking on Jermaine O'Neal and Keith Van Horn down low. They also got Baron Davis and Caron Butler. Wait a minute, there's Dirk. Wait, why is Dirk there? I just now realized. They have Dirk either on the bench or he's injured. Both is possible, and both terrifies me because Dirk's a really good basketball player. JaVale McGee, come on, clutch it out. Beat Dirk Nowitzki. If you beat Dirk, you're just the greatest Mavs player of all time, right? I mean, you're not going to see Luka in this video, but if you see, oh my god, he did it. He did it. He beat Dirk. Never mind. JaVale McGee didn't do anything because he didn't even play. Is he injured as well? Dirk played. He only had 15. No, JaVale, you sold. You could have won a title and you broke your leg? No way, man. How does JaVale break his leg? Nah, the season's over. I can't believe this has happened. How is JaVale McGee injured? Are they still going to go to the finals? There's no shot, right? I mean, JaVale McGee's out, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, Supersonics win. Wizards and Sonics. Wizards win in 7. T-Mac, once again, Finals MVP. And the Wizards are a dynasty. They just three-peated. They're too good. Defensive Player of the Year is Tim Duncan. I'm not even going to show you who won MVP. I think we all know who won it. Willie Cauley-Stein twisted his right knee, but he did make the All-NBA 3rd team. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2.3 blocks a game. Now, Magic did not make the playoffs, but JaVale McGee, he's the #1 seed this year. He has a pretty decent team, not a team I'd expect to see in the finals. He averaged 21 points, 10 rebounds, a steal, and almost 2 blocks. They are the 1st seed. Like I said, they should move on to the 2nd round, but who knows? I feel like they're a weak 1st seed. Either way, they move on to the 2nd round. Now they're playing the Utah Jazz, which, by the way, I think I've mentioned this in every video on 2K23. I don't like the Utah Jazz, but if they went back to this logo, I'd consider not disliking them as much as I do. Game 7, Mavericks Mavericks, Jazz, can we take down the team that, you know, their best players of all time are two pretty bad people? They just traded Donovan Mitchell, and now I don't know what they're going to be doing. Maybe Colin Sexton becomes an all-star over there for Utah, and unfortunately, JaVale, he tried his best, 20 points, 7 rebounds, but he loses. Oh, of course, okay, yeah, look at this starting five. Now, I don't know if this is their actual starting five, but Gilbert Arenas, Hedo Turkoglu, Reggie Miller, Antoine Walker, Austin Crosshair. Off the bench, they got Calbert Cheney, who I believe won, what, 6th Man of the Year a couple years ago? Yeah, no, this team is loaded. No wonder we lost. So far, like, neither player has won a lot of titles. I believe the Magic won like 3 at the beginning, but other than that, JaVale only has 1 title and 1 MVP. Shout out to Phoenix. They won the championship. Kobe Bryant is your finals MVP because he plays for the Suns in this universe. Little strange. Oh, he also has Carmelo Anthony as a teammate. That is a dirty duo. Finally, somebody other than Kevin Garnett, but it's also Gilbert Arenas, who is the other guy who wins way too many MVPs in simulation. Deron Williams is your Rookie of the Year for the Nets even. That's pretty cool to see. JaVale McGee, he matters. Second NBA team. All NBA second team. I don't know why I said it backwards, all strange like that. Anyways, 24 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. I don't know if it's because he's getting old or if he's falling off or what's happening, but Willie Cauley-Stein only averaged 19 and 9 this season with 2 blocks. The Magic, they didn't make the playoffs, but Dallas, they are the first seed. Dallas is the biggest fraud of a first seed I've ever seen. They're the worst first seed I've ever seen in my life. They just lost in the first round to the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are going to go on and win a championship. Okay, the 8th seed just won a title. Shout out to Keith Van Horn, Baron Davis, Jermaine O'Neal, Karen Butler, Keith Bogans. Is this Amir Johnson? Nope, Anthony Johnson. All right, well, Timberwolves, hold your title all you want. LeBron has arrived to take over this league. He's MVP. Rondo, Rookie of the Year. You love to see it. Why is Rondo in Brooklyn when they just drafted Deron Williams? I don't know. JaVale McGee, exactly. Bam, there he is. All-NBA third team. 21 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. He's 34 years old, so his career is coming to a close. Orlando made the 8th seed, and Dallas made the 1st seed. At this point, the 1st seed loses, the 8th seed loses. I don't care, because they're just so awful. I don't know how Dallas lost in the first round last year, but this year, it's a revenge story waiting to happen. They are taking on the same Timberwolves team that won a title last year as an 8th seed. They're taking on the Timberwolves this time in the Western Conference Finals. But looking at these teams, JaVale McGee's best help is, what is that, Brent Barry? I think I saw it, in Glenn Robinson. So yeah, JaVale, you have to carry. We replaced Shaq with you, so you got to play like Shaq. And play like Shaq he does. 5-game series. They move on to the next round. Oh, he has Jamal Crawford coming off the bench. He's set. In Game 5, he had 28 and 22. All right, we're playing Miami. What's Miami got? Oh, Dwight Howard and D. Wade and Dennis Rodman Jr. and Andre Miller. Yeah, no, if history wants to repeat itself in Dallas, you know, they're a bunch of old dudes, one dude who's really good, one big man who's really good, they want to upset the Miami Heat. I would love for it to happen again. Is it going to happen again? Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. Oh, baby. Okay, maybe not. Oh, it's a 3-1 series. They did. It's history. Once again, well, not in this universe, but in real life, it doesn't matter. JaVale McGee gets his 2nd title. The Dallas Mavericks upset the Miami Heat super team. JaVale McGee, your finals MVP at the age of 34. In real life, Dirk Nowitzki was like 32 when he won the title against Miami, but it's close enough. LeBron wins his 2nd straight MVP. KD, Rookie of the Year. Also to the Nets. What are they doing over in New Jersey? That's 3 straight Rookies of the Year. JaVale McGee is on your All-NBA first team. 24 points, 13 rebounds, 2.4 blocks. A major bounce-back season for him. No Willie Cauley-Stein to be found. A little unfortunate. Willie Cauley-Stein only averaged 17 and 8 this season with 2 blocks, but his team is a 3rd seed for the first time in a long time that they're this good. I'm going to simulate through a round because they're 35 years old, and if they don't win a championship, it's not the end of the world. They're taking on New York, and then we got 5th seed versus 1 seed. Simulate round once again. Is this the year? No, it's not. This is not the year that Willie Cauley-Stein wins another title. He gets destroyed by a 7th seed Nets, and we are playing against Utah once again. Gilbert Arenas, Wally Serzabak is there now. Hedo, whatever you want to call him. I'm going to call him a loser because we're going to beat him, and we're going to go to the finals. Again, JaVale McGee, go get another title, big dog. We got a Game 7 brewing. If we win, we go play the 1st seed Pacers. I don't even know who they have, but it's fine. I believe in this team. JaVale McGee, listen, if you won this many titles with Dallas in real life, I'd be shocked. 38 and 11 in Game 7. All right, JaVale, we get it. You want another title. Who are you playing? Tyson, Chandler, Lamar Odom, and T-Mac. Okay, this is not the strangest team I've ever seen, but it's a little weird. It's a little awkward, but it's fine. Dallas Mavericks, they're too damn good. 3-1. Okay, let's go ahead and win. If we blow a 3-0 lead, okay. JaVale McGee wins another title, and this is his 3rd and his 3rd finals MVP. He ties Magic Johnson. I know that because they showed it in the little scrolly bar at the bottom. 22 points, 11 rebounds, rebounds, 35 years of age. He beat Miami. This year he beats the Pacers. Look at him putting on one heck of a career in his old age. So oddly enough, my game crashed. I lost the recording of the last 4 minutes. Dallas was the 1st seed. Orlando was the 6th seed. They lost in the 1st round. And when I went to go hit Simulate Simcast, because it was a Game 7 of the NBA Finals against that Miami Heat team, it then threw me onto this screen, and I was recording, talking about it, and then the game crashed, and then I opened the game, and we're back at this weird glitched screen. So, shout out to the Dallas Mavericks. They won a title. Good for you, JaVale. First part about it, JaVale McGee didn't even win Finals MVP. It went to a 5'11", 33-year-old man named Kurt, 22-12. Great, awesome. LeBron wins MVP again. Blake Griffin's your Rookie of the Year. He just signed with Boston. I'm very excited for that, although he's not great anymore. Speaking of Boston, Zach Randolph is your 6th Man of the Year, and Tim Duncan, the man he's probably playing behind, is your Defensive Player of the Year. Willie Cauley-Stein had a little bit of a better year than the last couple of ones. 18 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks a game. JaVale is slowly falling off. He has someone else to score now in Turkoglu, but 18 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks. Not an amazing season, but they're the 1st seed. Orlando's the 5th seed over on the Western, or I mean the Eastern. They're playing against Cleveland. Great, the Mavericks are gone, but Orlando moves on. Orlando, go ahead and beat Miami as well. Nope, okay, nobody's winning a title this year. How sad, how disappointing. Boston wins a title. Awesome, shout out to Timmy D. LeBron wins like his 5th straight MVP. At this point, I give up. He's just the GOAT. Ricky Rubio, Tim Duncan, Curry, whatever. JaVale McGee, though, 38 years old, All-NBA 1st team. 19 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 2.4 blocks, shooting 500. His shooting splits are going down and down each year, but now he can shoot the 3 ball a little. So, Willie Cauley-Stein, his career's pretty much over. I mean, he only averaged 18 points. Then again, JaVale McGee didn't put up anything crazy, but JaVale McGee has a pretty decent team. They are the 4th seed. They hopefully... Okay, all right. Nobody's moving on in the 2nd round. The playoffs are a fluke. Doesn't matter who wins this. Miami, Sacramento, whatever. Gilbert, sure, take your title. It doesn't matter. JaVale McGee, he's still the GOAT. He's still better. Oh my God, Willie Cauley-Stein, you were retiring early. Okay. Willie Cauley-Stein retires at the age of 37. He was the 4th overall pick, played for 19 years. Over the course of his career, he averaged 19 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks a game. He is a 3-time champion, 11-time All-Star, 1-time 1st-team All-NBA, 3-time 2nd-team All-NBA, 3-time 3rd-team All-NBA, and a 1-time Defensive Player of the Year. JaVale McGee hasn't retired yet, so we still have another season or 2 to go. Willie Cauley-Stein does make the Hall of Fame. Obviously, his number is going to get retired by the Orlando Magic. He stayed his whole career in Orlando, which is cool to see. That man was loyal to the soil, if you know what I mean. Shout out Dame Dollar, Dame Zero, whatever his rap name is. Look at him. He's the picture right there with AD. At first, I got excited because it's not LeBron anymore, but it just ended up being KG winning MVP. Oh wow, Jonas on the Raptors, Rookie of the Year. Love to see it. LeBron went to Miami? This man really went to the South Beach in this simulation as well. I wonder if they had that really awkward decision video that everyone was like, oh my God, where's he gonna sign? And then, you know, it was really unneeded. Anyways, Dallas is the 4th seed. JaVale McGee, your career is pretty much over. If you want to end it with a title, go away. Did he just come back down 3-0? Is my eyes deceiving me? He lost game 1, he lost game 2, he just came back down 3-0. Yep, this is championship ring number 4. Please beat San Antonio. Oh my God, he beat San Antonio. Okay, just beat LA. Beat LA. Oh, never mind. Not beating LA. That's really awkward. Boston Lakers in the finals. Man, you came back down 3-0 in the 1st round and you couldn't make it to the finals. JaVale, you let me down. Boston, Timmy D, take another title. Good for you. Oh, hey, LeBron, how's the beach and the palm trees and Pat Riley and whatever else is over in Miami? How's the MVP? I bet it's so awesome. If you can't tell, I'm very sad because Dallas was absolute trash this year. 26-56. JaVale McGee announces he's retiring at the end of the season. We don't even get to see him in the playoffs for one more time. He's 40 years old. He played for 21 years. This man played for a long, long time, and he was pretty successful as well. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks a game. JaVale McGee, what an absolute legend you are. He retires a 1-time MVP, a 4-time champion, including a 3-peat, an 18-time All-Star, an 8-time 1st-team All-NBA, a 3-time 2nd-team All-NBA, and a 3-time 3rd-team All-NBA. Hall of Fame, yep, JaVale McGee is a Hall of Famer. I just now noticed that his number is also double zeros, along with Willie Cauley-Stein, so the Mavericks retire his number, of course. I mean, that's not really a shocking surprise or development or whatever I'm trying to say right now. I remembered I haven't shown this in, like, any video since the year started, but JaVale McGee, 4th in total points in the simulation. Willie Cauley-Stein, he was 12th. JaVale McGee was 5th in rebounds. Willie Cauley-Stein was 9th in rebounds. JaVale McGee was about 85 blocks away from passing Manute to be the #1 block leader all time. And Willie Cauley-Stein had a lot of great seasons as well, and so of course he's top 5 in blocks. This time he gets the 4th slot. JaVale McGee played the 2nd most minutes in NBA history. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's all the way at number 10. And that's gonna do it for the video. Shout out to JaVale McGee. The man randomly searched his name on Twitter and found my tweet, so that's pretty cool, and I made a video about it. How awesome. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. Like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And yeah, as always, been your boy Little Codeine. Peace out.